Hey guys, this is Austin. So I just got back from the AMD GPU 14 Tech Day, which was an awesome event, and while I was there, I was able to get a lot of information on their entirely new series of graphics cards, so let's take a look to see what all is new and what might be best for you. To start with, AMD has changed the branding of all of their graphics cards. So as opposed to having the Radeon HD 7000 series or the 8000 series, instead they have now split it up into two different lines. So the R7 series is more of the mainstream kind of budget cards, so you can kind of consider this to be the Radeon 7700 series and below. So these are going to be the more cheaper, more budget-oriented cards, whereas the R9 series is going to be more of the high-end stuff. So you can think like the Radeon 7800 and the 7900 series. So this is kind of the more expensive cards that are going to give you a lot of power, but are also going to cost you, well, obviously a little bit more. As far as the new cards go, we have the Radeon R7 250. Now this is one of the new entry-level Radeon cards, so it should fit somewhere around the current Radeon 7750 and the NVIDIA GTX 650, somewhere around there, and it does come standard with 1GB of GDDR5 memory and a price tag of $89, making it a pretty impressive looking entry-level card. Moving along, there's the Radeon R7 260X. Now this is one of the more interesting new cards, as it does come with 2GB of memory standard, as well as a price tag of $139. Putting it somewhere around the current Radeon 7790 and the GTX 650 Ti. So 2GB on a card this cheap is actually really nice. It definitely can come in handy for some games which really do use quite a bit of memory for their textures. And on top of that, this card also does come with True Audio, one of the very few new AMD cards that actually does, until at least you get on into the high-end stuff. Next, we have the first R9 series card, the Radeon R9 270X. So this is a $200 card that seems to be aimed more at 1080p gaming. So it does come with 2GB of memory, and it should be competing with other cards such as the Radeon 7870 and the NVIDIA GTX 660. One step above that is the Radeon R9 280X. So this actually might be the sweet spot as far as the new Radeon lineup goes, as this is a lot of GPU for $300. So it does come with 3GB of GDDR5 memory, which means it does meet the recommended system requirements for games like Battlefield 4. And as far as the price goes, it should be somewhere around the current Radeon 7950, the 7970, as well as the NVIDIA GTX 760. Lastly, we have the new Radeon R9 290X. So this is definitely the most exciting GPU that they announced at the event, as this is a very, very powerful card. So as far as the performance goes, some of it was leaked before the event, so I can talk about that. And as far as the performance goes, we should see somewhere around the GTX 780, GTX Titan level of performance, maybe even a little bit above that. So very, very impressive stuff. Speaking of, I was actually able to take a look at the card in person. And first of all, I really like the reference design, which is something I rarely say about cards. It actually looks very nice in person. And I was also able to try the cards out. In fact, I was able to try two of them running in Crossfire, gaming with Dirt 3 on a 3-panel Infinity setup with 3 4K displays, which was an absolutely insane level of resolution, something like 12K. And it was all running on a pair of R9 290Xs. So very, very impressive card, and look forward to more videos on this one before too long. What do you think about the new AMD cards? For me, I think the R7 260X is going to be a very good budget card, and the R9 290X is going to be an absolute beast of a GPU. But definitely be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed and you want to catch lots more videos on all of the new AMD announcements, including lots of videos and build guides with the new GPUs, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Anyway guys, I will catch you next time.